Enjoy my slow-cooked pulled pork with cabbage slaw this summer. I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of Otto to take you through the recipe.
The key to this recipe is the slow cooking of the pork shoulder steaks in the braising liquid, which will turn it into a lovely, thick, smoky barbecue sauce. For that, the first thing we're going to do is make the spice rub. I'm going to take some ground ginger, paprika, mustard powder, and salt. I'm just going to quickly mix this and then save part of it to rub on the steak and part of it for the braising liquid. Now, to begin the braising liquid, heat up a pan, a little bit of oil, add just finely sliced shallots. So now the shallots have lightly caramelized, I'm going to add the garlic. The reason I didn't add this at the beginning is it will turn the garlic quite bitter if you cook it for too long. To this, I'm going to add some muscovado sugar, tomato ketchup, chicken stock, some cider vinegar, a little bit of golden syrup for sweetness, also tomato passata, tamarind paste, then a little bit of the spice mix that I made earlier. The rest is going to go to rub the steaks. Finally, some Worcestershire sauce. So this has been simmering now for about 15 minutes. All the flavors have developed. So I'm going to remove it off the heat and blitz it using a hand blender to make it as smooth as possible before I put the steaks in to braise. So now I'm just going to pass it through a fine sieve just to remove any pulp that's left from the blitzing. At this point it may seem like I have a lot of sauce, but as I cook the steaks for 90 minutes, this will probably reduce by 2/3. So now onto the steaks. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my pan so that it gets really hot when I'm searing the steaks. I want those natural sugars of the steaks to caramelize. Take the steaks and use some of the rub that I made earlier to rub on the surface on both sides of the steak. Really want to get all those nice flavors in. I just have to quickly rinse my hands. Now the pan is nice and hot, I'm going to start searing the steaks. I'm going to cook them for about a minute on each side. At this point, I'm going to remove the last of the 4 steaks. I'm going to remove a little bit of excess oil. Steaks go back in. And then just pour the braising liquid that we made earlier. Now we're going to allow this to come to a nice simmer and then cook it for about 90 minutes until we take 2 forks and they start falling apart. So in the meantime, while this is simmering, I'm just going to make a very quick cabbage slaw. And for that, I'm going to take some thinly sliced cabbage, grated carrots, lime juice and lime zest, vinegar, sugar, and green chili. Then I'm going to add chopped coriander. Just add it to the slaw, then season it with just a little bit of salt. So after cooking the steaks, I have let them cool completely in the sauce. This is very important because the steak can become really dry. Take the steaks and pull them apart. It comes apart quite easily, and this is due to the slow cooking method. By doing it this way, not only would you have tender pieces of steak, but you can also get rid of any stringy bits that might be tough to eat. So now that I pull all the steaks into just nice small chunks, I'm going to return them to the sauce and just warm it up through so that I can finish the dish. I'm going to take some buns that I've just quickly toasted in the oven, put some of the pulled pork in the barbecue sauce, take some of the slaw, put some of it on top. So there it is, Heston slow cooked pulled pork.